Hello and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlander Brigham, calling from beautiful Pensacola Beach, Florida. First of all, you may have seen that earlier this week, the Fab Five, as we call ourselves, got to descend upon Dallas. We surprised Christy Campbell, who is the daughter of National Sales Director Emeritus Pat Campbell. And she had a special birthday, and we said, we need to celebrate. So we coordinated our calendars somehow, and all managed to get to Dallas for a couple of days to celebrate her. And I just have to say that on Monday, when we spent all day at World Springs, which is this mineral spa whole experience, oh my goodness, nothing like it. We looked around at each other, and we thought, we're so glad that we did the work when we didn't always want to, that's for sure. And when we didn't always feel like it, that's for sure. And when we had disappointments and when we had struggles and when we just were doing life and feeling life and life was lifing, that we did it anyways, so that on a Monday, a random Monday, that we could be sitting at the spa for 5 hours and talking and laughing and brainstorming and all of the wonderful things. So thankful for just the daily consistency. And you know what's interesting about that? This week in my podcast community, I've run a challenge. It's called the Perfect-ish Productivity Challenge. And the whole idea was I gave about 5 categories, and everybody was to block out 1 hour of time in one of the categories. One of the categories might be housework. One of the categories might be business work. One of the categories might be financial. You name it, all different kinds of things. And to block up 1 solid hour to see how much you could get done in 1 hour. They also got bonus points for making their bed every day. But today, Friday, when I'm recording, is the last day of the challenge. And here's what I've noticed, a couple of things. What I've noticed in this challenge, both from people that have commented and posted and interacted and people that I've heard from separately outside of that. A lot of people started strong. I mean, on day 1, everybody was making it happen. It was popping. It was exciting. The level of anticipation and the level of positivity, really high. And then, as the week went on, it dropped off a little bit here, and a little bit there, and a little bit here, and a little bit there. Another thing that I noticed, too, is that people that were really ambitious at the beginning, saying, I'm going to do more than 1, I'm going to do 3 today. Also, the same thing happened, a drop-off. And there's so many more lessons, but that's not what my message is fully about today. But one of the things that I noticed, and I've started to say it like this, start small rather than start strong. Now, I'm all about being strong and big vision. And I say this especially as we're in the final 4 months of the Mary Kay year. Now, there's a tendency this first week of March, okay, it's the first week of the final 4. I have to do 50,000 shares and 40,000 bookings and sell. And all of a sudden, on day 1, we're feeling it. We're motivated. We're excited. We're doing it. And then day 2, it kind of feels like, oh gosh, I got to do it again. And day 3, we've kind of lost our momentum and our steam. And then before we know it, we're not only back where we started, but now we're not feeling great about ourselves. There's some shame, there's some discouragement, and it just kind of feels better just to not even try. But what I noticed about the individuals, that there wasn't a ton of fanfare. It was just, okay, I'm going to commit to something small but consistent. They are still the ones doing it. So again, I am all for big things and big dreams and going big. I mean, that is definitely in my personality. I'm an Enneagram 3, like, let's go, let's get it done. But what I've noticed is I would prefer the daily consistency from somebody. So if you're feeling like you're on a roller coaster ride, chances are you might be attempting too much at one time as opposed to breaking it down daily. Sometimes people think, okay, I've got to get 10 bookings today. And then either they do and then they don't do it again for a few months because it was exhausting, or they don't and then they think, see, this doesn't work. Why should I even try? I'd rather that you get one booking a day because you know what? Let's say that you even take weekends off. That would be 20 appointments on your date book in 1 month. Oh my goodness, who could get excited about that? And then you probably have the confidence to maybe start to get 2 a day. The next month you would have 40 bookings. Can you imagine if you upped it to 3 a day? 60 bookings in a month. Okay, start small instead of start strong. And consistency is the key, and you just might wind up on a Monday at the spa for 5 hours. All right, what I wanted to finish up with today is this weekend, the Saturday, March 8th, is International Women's Day. And, you know, I feel like while the rest of the world will be just posting quotes about strong women, we are actually doing something about it in Mary Kay. We don't just celebrate, but we do it every day of the year, right? About building, influencing, and empowering women. And, you know, I was thinking, Mary Kay didn't, herself, Mary Kay Ash, didn't wait for someone to hand her a seat at the table. She built the table. And in doing so, she made room for every single one of us, too. So what are you building? And who are you bringing with you? You know, you are a powerful influence. But are you using it? So a couple thoughts as we go into International Women's Day weekend. The first way that you could really max this out and honor it is to help change the way that women see themselves. So how many women do you meet? They might apologize for their appearance before you even get a product on their face, or they downplay their beauty, or they hesitate to invest in themselves. But when we introduce a woman to the right skincare or foundation, like I talked about last week, or even lip color, you are really not just selling her a product, you're selling her a mirror that reflects her their best. So what if this weekend, speaking of bookings, what if you booked, I love this idea, what if you booked confidence sessions? What if you said, in honor of National Women's Day, I am celebrating women, and that's you, and I am doing complimentary confidence sessions this weekend. It's just a little bit of time for you to remind you how stunning you are. Now, you could say to them, what area do you need some confidence in? Confidence in your skincare? Confidence in your foundation color? Confidence in your season? Confidence sessions. Isn't that awesome? Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 2 thing that you could do is you could give women choices that they maybe didn't even know that they could have. So with this $20 eStart, we have even more reason to show them new possibilities. They don't have to choose between family and finances, between success and sanity. So what if you identified one woman? So 3 confidence sessions, one woman this weekend who needed a bigger vision. Maybe you send her an invitation to just take a look. And maybe you just say, you know, it's International Women's Day, and I just can't stop thinking about you and how amazing you are. Have you ever thought about doing something just for you? I'd love to share just a little bit about. And then number 3, you can lead by example, because when you show up in your business, when you share your dreams, when you invest in yourself, you're giving other women the permission to do the same. People are watching you, whether it's your daughter or your friends or your team or your customers or your neighbors or your community. It was so funny. Speaking of neighbors, when I showed up at the airport to head to Dallas, we all decided we were going to wear Christy's favorite color, red. And we were all just going to arrive in red and then go to brunch in red. Well, as I got to the airport, my neighbor, who's a Southwest pilot, happened to be there, and he saw me, and, you know, he normally sees me in my workout clothes, leaving to do my walks every day. And he saw me and he goes, okay, something's going on. What is going on? Right? People are watching, and I got to tell them what I was doing. So the last challenge that I have for you this weekend is to show up as the leader that you maybe wish you were or wish you had when you started. Show up as her. Whether it's in your energy, your consistency, or your belief, go all in. All right, so a challenge for you, International Women's Day. Book 3 confidence sessions. Invite one woman to look at this business and just show up like the leader that you were meant to be, because it really is a ripple effect. And it never has to end, right? And Mary Kay, when she started this company, she really said something powerful, that her goal was to help women see what they could be. And if one more woman today knows just how great she is, today is a great day. All right, happy International Women's Day to everybody. Let's be productive, not just busy. Let's start small, not start strong, and let's show the world just what we believe that women are capable of. Have a great day.